Lane. I'm Larry Marble. It's time for a big old heaping helping of ag information. You're listening to our program courtesy of the good folks at D&D Farm and Ranch on I-10 in Seguin. That's ddtexasoutfitters.com. Neighbor, let's take a look at futures moves. Follow-through gains left the wheat market double digits stronger at the close. KC futures into the day 12.5 to 14 in the gain category. Soybean futures ended Wednesday's session 8.25 to 12 cents higher. Soy meal prices were in the red, though, ending 210 to 220 weaker. December cotton spent time on both sides of the open, posting a 80-point range for the day. Futures ultimately closed in the red with losses of anywhere from 13 to 29 in the front months. After the midweek round of trading, corn futures closed 5.5 to 13.25 on the gain side. December prices the strongest. Wheat futures traded for the midweek session had the board working higher. Hard red winter prices gained 9.25 to 11.25 cents. The back month hog futures gains faded in the afternoon, and the board closed 22 to 37 in the red. Late session cattle recovery had fat futures firm to losses of just 10 to 40 cents for the day. Feeders, on the other hand, closed near the lows, riding the triple-digit loss into the Thursday session. Neighbor, there's your futures moves. Neighbor, remember meatheads. 3187 North U.S. Highway 183 in Gonzales. Call 830-672-2135. Are you having a party? Call ahead. They'll take care of you. You might even want to utilize this steel deal for that party. 8 pork chops, 4 T-bones, 4 beef sirloin tips, 8 one-pound boxes of hamburger, and 4 one-pound pan sausage packs for $85. And don't forget, if you want to buy a whole or a half or a quarter, they've got cattle on feed. They can help you get it done. That's Meatheads. 830-672-2135. 3187 North U.S. Highway 183 in Gonzales. 830-672-2135. Neighbor, let's take a look at meat moves from yesterday. National pork carcass cutout value 50 higher on a decent load volume, 105.70 by the hundredweight. The hams were 951 higher, while the rib was quoted at 963 lower. Federal slaughter for the week, as of Wednesday, 1.433 million head. That compares to 1.454 million during the same week last year. Wholesale box prices, 307 weaker for choice, 673 weaker for select. The choice rib was 613.78, remaining firm as the cutout slides. Federal slaughter, 355,000 head through Wednesday. That's down 5,000 from the same week last year. Cash cattle trade for Wednesday, 123 to 126. On the hoof in the dirt, 196 to 200 in the beef. Neighbor, there's your meat moves. Remember, neighbors, MG Building Materials has 5 locations. MG in San Antonio is at 2651 Southwest Military Drive. MG in Corpus, they're on Padre Island Drive, 7436 Padre Island Drive. MG Building Materials, Uvalde, 2301 East Main. The store in beautiful downtown Kerrville on Memorial Drive, 2202 is the street number. And MG Building Materials in Pleasanton, 1734 West Oak Lawn. Now, I know you can't remember them all, so go to mgbuildingmaterials.com for details. We're on the line with Ken Jordan Cattle Auction, looking toward a San Saba sale on Thursday. Ken, how's it looking Wednesday evening?
You bet, Larry. We got close to 1,150 head on the yards already on Wednesday evening, around 5:30 or so. About 100 cows, about 20 bulls. So we're kind of looking for that 13 to probably 1,400 for the run for tomorrow way shaping up, Larry. Several good deals of calves and a few yearlings that are out there. Several groups of wean cattle also. Good
deal. Sounds like prices have held together fairly well this week, even though they're trying to drive some of the types down.
Yes, they have. The fat cattle, kind of we're trying to drive down. However, they trade some, I think, today a little bit better, more or less steady, maybe a few dollars higher. But we got the packing house back opened up there in Nebraska that caught fire. At least it's just a rendering place. So that kind of took away some of the fears. We had a good rebound on the board on Tuesday then. And that really helped us a lot, Larry, this week.
Tell everybody how to contact you.
You bet. They can give us a call, area code 325-372-5159. Also, Larry, we got already all our listings up there for our female sale. That'll be next Saturday on the 25th of September. Got about 2,200 head going to be there, it looks like it, Larry.
Ken Jordan Cattle Auction, sale in Mason. You folks are listening today. Ken, thank you so much.
You bet, Larry. Thank you.
Neighbor, let's talk about PMI, pipe, steel, and fencing. San Antonio, High, Hondo, Kerrville, Robstown, Jourdanton, and Laredo. Contact the Hondo store at 830-426-2912. That's 830-426-2912. Remember, that's PMI, pipe, steel, and fencing, pipemovers.com. We're on the line with Wayne Goswite, Gillespie Livestock, Fredericksburg. Wayne, how did cattle sell on Wednesday?
We ended with a little over 1,300. The cow market was steady. real active. Lots of cows bringing in the 70s up to 76 or 7. Bulls up right on top of a dollar. Cow market was really, really uneven. Basically, the 500 down this week were about steady with last week, maybe just a tick better. And there were 600 up really, or a little bit softer. Saw some 4-weight calves still bringing up over $2. 5 weights up to right on top of 175. 6 weights up to almost 160. 7 weight kind of backed off, kind of topped out at around 140-ish. And the heifer mates, basically that thing was just about steady. 4-weight heifers up to on the high 150s, maybe low 160s. 5 weights in the low 150s. 6 weights kind of up to 135. Had a few replacement heifers weighing in the 7s, all bring up to 130. The plainer cattle area, that time of year when they take a beating, there's something just not quite right. They just won't bring a whole lot of dollars. And it seems like we saw an awful lot of those cattle today. Quality wasn't as good as I've been seeing. The good cattle market sure held up pretty good.
What are your anticipations for next week?
So I'm going to stay around that 1,200-1,400 like we've been running.
How about sheep and goats?
Thinking we'll get up a few more, but it just hasn't happened. They just might not be out there.
Yeah.
With the market and all, they might have come to town. We looked last year, we ran well over 3,000 or over 3,500, and this week you come back and just have 2,300 or 400. The market's good there, and if anybody's got anything, we need to sure be bringing them on in.
Bring them to Gillespie Livestock, Sheep and Goats Tuesday, Cattle Wednesday. Wayne Guy White, tell everybody how to get a hold of you and Sean.
We're at 830-997-4394.
All right, we'll ring Sean's telephone Sunday evening and tell him to be watching for us.
All right, thank you.
We're on the line from D&D with Wade Floyd. Wade, Purina's got some excellent fly control products, and one of them's a feed-through, isn't it?
Yes, sir. There is a loose mineral that we like to put out. It's going to be a 1275 mineral, and it does have that insect IGR in it.
All right, and y'all sell that in a 50-pound bag?
Yes, sir. We have it in a 50-pound bag, and then we also have it in a molasses tub that'll come in 225 pounds, also a 125-pound tub.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Wade, there at D&D in Seguin.
Yes, sir. They can stop by and see us, or they can just give me a shout at 830-379-7340.
We're on the line with Klein Spear from Southwest Livestock Exchange, Uvalde. Klein, how did the sheep and goat sale go?
We had a good run yesterday, Larry. We had a little over 800. The market was a little better this week, picking up where last week kind of dropped off a little there. So overall, a good market, lots of buyers there, and sure had a lot of good kids and lambs there yesterday. The heavy lambs were $240 to $280. The lightweights were $270 to $3. The fat ewes were $95 to $1.15. Thin packer ewes were $80 to $1. Factor nannies were $1.25 to $1.75. The fat Spanish nannies were $1.50 to $1.80. Good stocker nannies still hanging on that $2 to $3 range. Good cabritos $3.10 to $3.60, and the smaller ones were $2.85 to $4. So overall, that market's still holding well and had a good turnout.
Good. What are we anticipating for the cattle sale?
We're planning on having about 500 head tomorrow, Larry. We got 250 on the yard right now. We got about 80 cows standing here. We got some good younger cows in the mix. Had a guy load the truck this morning and ship them out and get a little dry. So good few young cows in there. We got a couple deals of real nice calves. Shaping up to be a good run tomorrow, and 500-600 head on a good steady market, looks like.
Tell everybody how to get in touch with you, Klein.
Call us at the office, 830-278-5621, or my cell phone, 830-591-3241.
Neighbor, this portion of Down on the Farm brought to you by PMI Kerrville, 103 Lafayette, 830-367-7473. PMI, pipe, steel, and fencing. Pipe, valves, or fittings, plates, sheet, channel, beam, culverts, purlins, fencing, and supplies. They now stock new pipe and casings. Find them again. PMI Kerrville, 103 Lafayette, 830-367-7473. We're on the line with Brian Lintzman from Seguin Cattle Company. Brian, how'd the sale go?
Sale was good, Larry. Ended up with 867 head of cattle. I would call the market steady, but it's that time of the year where you're getting into these 1.5 and 2 class cattle. You can start seeing they're not backing away from them, but they're softening them up a little bit. We talk about it every year that we know it's coming. It's just, man had an opportunity to sell them here 60 days ago and ring a bell, but now we're going to have to take a discount on some of these cattle. But those good 2 to 3 weight steers, $1.50 to $2.06. 3 to 4 weights, $1.26 to $2.06. 4 to 5 weights, $1.31 to $2. 5 to 6 weights, $1.24 to $1.57. 6 to 7 weights, $1.22 to $1.45. With those big steers, those 7 to 800 pounders, bringing from $1.09 to $1.43. When you go to the heifer mates, 2 to 3 weights, $1.40 to $1.90. 3 to 4 weights, $1.28 to $1.64. 4 to 5 weights, $1.23 to $1.55. 5 to 6 weight heifers, $1.22 to $1.45. 6 to 700 pound heifers, $1.20 to $1.48. Cow market steady as she goes. I mean, you know, usually here late September, October, they're already backing away from us. But hell, we're still hanging in there with those good top end of the cows bringing 80 cents and the top end of the bulls bringing $1. Sold those young cows today from $650 to $1,075, with the pairs bringing up to $1,200. So the replacement market, just a good demand for them. Sheep and goats, I guess with that storm that came along the Texas coast, the boys out there towards Houston, they kind of backed away from sales because they didn't know how it was going to be. But they were here today. You know, they didn't have near as much rain, and they came out strong. Those good nannies bringing from $150 to $270, with those good kids bringing up $370, $4 top end. And when you get to the door per ewes, from $150 to $235, and those good lambs bringing from $280 to $330. So nothing wrong with the sheep and goat market.
You know of anything for next week?
Well, we got another possible sellout on a set of cows, and it's going to be a damn good set of cows. But like I said, I got to take a look at them first, and we got to figure out the logistics. And when I find out more, I'll let you know.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you, Brian.
You can give us a call at 830-379-9955, or you can call me on my cell phone at 830-305-0652.
We're on the line with Sam from D&D. Sam, I've never seen as much Stay Tough fence in my whole life.
That's right, Larry. Right now, we have the largest supply of American T-post and the largest supply of Stay Tough fencing in Texas.
Tell us how to take advantage of all that product.
All you got to do, Larry, is call me at 830-379-7340, and that's for one of our friendly staff members.
We're on the line with Jim Wheeler from Atascosa Livestock, Pleasanton, Texas. We're discussing the sale on Tuesday. Jim, how did it go?
Oh, they're trying to back them up a little bit, and they're getting it done. It was $4 to $6, maybe $10 on the plainer cattle, cheaper this week. And they took $4 off packer cows this week, too, from last Tuesday.
Well, let's walk the pins.
All right, ended up with 505 head. 240 were steers, 137 heifers, 108 cows, and 15 bulls. Steer side, 2 to 3 weights, $1.60 to $1.95. Heifers were $1.40 to $1.65. 3 to 4 weight steers, $1.50 to $1.75. Heifers were $1.35 to $1.60. 4 to 5 weight steers, $1.40 to $1.72. Heifers were $1.25 to $1.48. 5 to 6 weight steers, $1.25 to $1.56. Heifers were $1.15 to $1.40. 6 7 weight steers, $1.20 to $1.35. Heifers were $1 to $1.28. 6 7 weight steers, $1.20 to $1.35. Heifers were $1 to $1.28. 7 to 8 weight steers, $1.05 to $1.30. Heifers were $95 to $1.15. 8 to 9 weight steers, $90 to $1.19, and the heifers were $85 to $1.10.
What did you say they had on cows?
136 this week. Best packer cow brought 75.5. Best bull brought 89.50. Sold red cows anywhere from 750 to 1175, and we kept a few pairs together. They brought from 1050 to 1200.
What do you know for this next week?
Next week, I imagine we'll have the same, around 500. I do have 60 Brayford steers coming next week. They're going to weigh 500 to 600 pounds. They're not weaned cattle, but they sure ought to go on for anybody. They've been cut and they've had their shots.
Well, tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
Reach us at 830-569-2516.
We appreciate you, and we'll talk to you next week. Thank you.
Thank you.
Neighbor, this portion of Down on the Farm is brought to you by PMI, the Robstown location, 361-767-7473, pipemovers.com, pipe, steel, and fencing, the Robstown location. We're on the line with Chris Carter from Karnes County Livestock down Kennedy Way. Chris, we always start by thanking the folks that do business with us each week.
You betcha, Larry. We do want to thank all of you for your consignments. Last week, we ended up with 1,143 head of cattle, with the market ending steady on the calves and stronger on the packers.
Let's walk the pins.
Number 1 steers, 2 to 3 weight, 197 up to 221. 3 and 4 is 167 to 205. 4 and 5 weights, 151 to 190. 5 and 6 is 142 to 169. 6 and 7 is 140 to 154. And the 7 and 8 weights, 126 to 136. On the heifers, 2 to 3 weight, 167 to 211. 3 and 4 is 158 to 201. 4 and 5 weights, 145 to 173. 5 and 6 is 138 to 178. 6 and 7 is 128 to 153. And the 7 and 8 weights, 118 to 128. We had 15 packer bulls last week. High yielding was 90 up to 94, and medium 81 to 85. 83 packer cows. High yielding 72 up to 79, medium 63 up to 68, and the low end 41 to 47. We did not have a test on bred cows. We did have 12 pair. The better end brought from 1350 up to 1535, and the plainer one's 950 to 1150.
What do you got under the barn for this week's sale, Chris?
Well, at the present time, we've got 508 head checked in and looking for about 650, maybe 700 come sale time. In our count, we've got 38 packer cows and bulls, 5 bred cows, 1 pair, and the rest are yearling. Next week or the following week, we will be having a small sellout of Charolais cows. There'll be 15 to 18 head. They're 3 to 7 year olds, and most of them will be pairs.
Tell everybody how to get a hold of you.
For any questions, please call Waylon Rouse at 361-542-0810 or myself at 210-286-5345.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Take care.
Neighbor here's shotgun look at the grains. Corpus Milo 1069, corn 613.5, wheat through Houston 786, bean through Houston 1274. Texas cotton 700 bales 9042 to 9352. I'm Larry Marble. You're my neighbor. Neighbor, good day.